Welcome back to the Carolina Panthers franchise on Madden 21, guys. I hate this. This year was special, man. We finished 12-4. We won our first playoff game and then got completely blown out by the Seahawks, 45-21. We picked the wrong time to have our worst game of the season, and it hurts. It hurts, man. It sucks. But I think we have the pieces in place right now that next season and years after that, we should be able to make a run. Let's look back at the season, though. We started off the season strong, man, winning 4 games in a row, beating the Dolphins, the Jets, the Washington football team, and then the Lions. 4 teams that honestly weren't that good, but we did what we were supposed to do. Our first loss came against the Saints in Week 5. And this was off of a tipped pass that led to a Hail Mary touchdown for his tight end. He's looking for Hill. Oh, he sends everybody deep. No, are you serious? What just happened? Frustrating way to win or lose, but we made up for it later in the season. We beat the Falcons. We end up losing to the Jets. Trevor Lawrence went crazy. We gave up like 6 touchdown passes to him. Came back, beat the Eagles. Went into our bye week feeling good. Then came out and just laid a complete and utter turd, man. We got blown out by the Cowboys, 52-21. We bounced back, though. We beat the Patriots and the Bucks back-to-back weeks. And then we got a loss. We lost to the Falcons by 2 points. That was a real good game. But then we finished the season strong, 4 games in a row, beating the Bucks, Bills, Cardinals, and the Saints. Switched over to the playoffs, played the Saints for the 3rd time in the rubber match, and we got the win 28-25. And then, like I said, in the NFC Championship game, the worst time to have our worst game of the season, 45-21 loss to the Seahawks. Taking a look at our season stats, Justin Fields, the rookie quarterback, was phenomenal, man. 4,522 yards through the air, 35 touchdowns with 17 interceptions. We drafted him number 2 overall last year in the draft, and he lived up to expectations. This kid is only going to get better from here. 6'3", 233, already an 84 overall. The ratings are just getting better every day to like 92 throw power, 86 deep accuracy, medium accuracy is a 94, and shorts up to a 94. He is our franchise quarterback. And I'm going to fix this now because there's a guy in the comments that is always asking me to fix his wristbands. So, my guy, you see me doing it right now. I'm fixing his wristbands to make them bigger. There you go. His wristbands are now fixed. I've never seen somebody so upset about what color or the size of his wristbands. But back to Justin, though, man. I think going into his second season, he's going to have more of a breakout year. This year he kind of set the tone for us. He is a completely different quarterback than what we had last year with Teddy. His arm is stronger. He's more accurate. I think next year he can be in the running for MVP for sure. But talking about MVP, you got to talk about Christian McCaffrey. What a year for CMC. 379 carries, 2,321 yards, 19 rushing touchdowns. He fumbled the ball only 1 time this year. CMC is a workhorse. This kid is special. He can do it on the ground or out of the backfield as a receiver, as you'll see here in a few seconds. Best player in the NFL right now, hands down. We picked up Gus Edwards this offseason, and it was a great investment. 130 carries, 623 yards, 12 touchdowns. He's our big back. He's our bruiser. And he had such a great year that he got a contract extension. I think he's here for another 3 years. As you can see, Justin got out the pocket as well. 30 carries, 171 yards, 5 touchdowns. We got to work on the fumbling, though. He fumbled 11 times this year. So out wide, Christian actually led the team with 91 catches for 893 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like I said, screen plays, angle routes, flat routes, drag routes. He could do it all, man. Christian is by far the best player in the NFL. Philip Dorsett in the slot, 81 grabs, 1,330 yards, 7 touchdowns. Great investment this year. We signed him on a 1-year deal. We brought him in and expected him to just be a solid slot player for us. Turns out this kid is great. He is really good in the slot. Problem is, he's only on a 1-year deal. He wants a lot of money. I'm interested to see how he's going to regress because he's going into his 8th or his 9th season, and that's when receivers start to drop down a little bit. We do have some guys on the practice squad that I think that could step in and not do what he does, but kind of fill those shoes. Our number 1 receiver is DJ Moore. He caught 79 balls for 1,233 yards and 18 touchdowns. DJ is a star. Let's just be real. He's a star. He had some games where he had some drops that were just unbelievable. I couldn't believe he dropped balls like that wide open. But when he's on, he is on. He's the best. Right now, I would put him in the top 5 of best receivers in the NFL. And again, he's only going to get better from here. He's going into his 5th season. He's got a star quarterback and a star running back. We've got a 3-headed monster that is going to be hard for teams to match up with. He's going to want big money next year. We're going to pick up his 5th-year option this year. But at the end of next year, he's going to be looking for a big deal. Robbie Anderson, 51 grabs, 643, 3 touchdowns. I think this will be the last year that you see Robbie in a Carolina Panthers uniform. He wants big money, and if we want to re-sign DJ next year, we can't give Robbie that big deal that he wants. Ian Thomas had a great year, 35 grabs, 355, 5 touchdowns. Switzer, we signed him to be our return specialist, 5 grabs, 64 yards. Rucker caught 2 balls for 20 yards. Busey and Edwards each had 1 catch. I want to see Jeremy Rucker get more touches going into next year. I think he'll keep growing as a tight end. Ian Thomas got a new deal this year, but I think Jeremy could push him for playing time next year. We were a lot better on the offensive line this year. Taylor Moton led the way with 6 sacks. He gave up 6 sacks. Ronnie Stanley, shockingly, he gave up 5 sacks this year, which isn't too bad. He was going up against some tough defensive linemen. Paredes gave up 2. Osemele gave up 2. Spencer Brown gave up 2. Daly and Schofield each gave up 1. The way this offensive line is built, I'm excited. I'm happy. Big question going into next year. Matt Paredes is a free agent. He's getting older. And Osemele is a free agent. He's getting older. We have a couple guys in mind to fill the center position, but that left guard position is going to be a tough one. And honestly, I'm thinking about putting Taylor Moton on the trade block because he's owed a lot of money, and I'm not sure if he's really worth it. To the defensive side of the ball we go. Dante Jackson and Caden Stearns led the team with 106 tackles. DJ is a great corner, man. I am excited to have him back. We just re-signed him this season, but I need him to play better. I need him to be a better coverage corner. A couple times this year, he was just picked apart by Drew Brees, Tom Brady, but I think that we are going to be okay next season. Hopefully those 2 retire and we could get them out of our division. Rookie Caden Stearns had a big year, 106 tackles. Big fan of this kid. He had an interception as well. Does not mind coming down, playing in the box. Next year, depending on what happens with McCourty, we might move Stearns back to free safety. His natural position, we have a couple guys in mind for strong safety in the draft, but it all just depends on how McCourty regresses this offseason. Devondre Campbell was a pickup this past offseason. He had 104 tackles. Levi Wallace, we traded for him. He had 93 tackles on the year. McCourty had 92 tackles. We gave up a 4th-round pick for him. He helped us out a lot. I was expecting more, but he did what he had to do. He did a solid job for us. J.C. Jackson, 85 tackles on the year. Again, I was expecting more out of our secondary this year, and they really didn't produce. He only had 1 interception, and that was at the end of the year. Jeremy Chin had 61 tackles on the year. Kawan Short had 57. Trey Boston, 55. Brian Burns, breakout year for him. He He had 46 tackles on the year. Derek Brown had 41. Shaq had 31. His numbers went down big time because of playing time. And Rasul Douglas had 30. In the sack department, Kawan Short led the way. 14 and a half sacks. He played like a man possessed this year. He is a free agent. He does want big money. Depending on how he regresses, we could bring him back so he can retire as a Panther. But again, I've got my eye on a couple players in the draft this year. Not saying that they can replace him, but, they could be his future replacement. Brian Burns, big year, 11 sacks for him. DB, Derek Brown had 6. Gross Matos had 5. Gregory had 4.5. Chin and Tony each had 1. I am very proud of this defensive line group. They did a lot better this year. Last year, we couldn't get pressure. This year, we brought the pressure. We got the guys that we needed to bring pressure, and they put up some big numbers. Turnover department, Dante led the way with 3 interceptions. McCourty had 2. Stearns, Campbell, Wallace, Jackson, and Douglas each had 1. I would love to see more interceptions by this team. We'll see what happens in this offseason, man. We might make a play for a big corner this year. 1 defensive touchdown. That was Kane Stearns with a pick 6. But all in all, this group wasn't as bad as I thought it was. We gave up a lot of passing yards. We did clamp down on the run game, but I really want to work on that secondary going into this offseason. Kicking wise, Joey Slye did a great job. 19 of 22, 86%. His long was NFL record, 67 yards. He only missed 1 extra point. I think he's the best kicker in the game. Strong leg, accurate. Mike Pilardi at punter, 23 punts, 1,034 yards, 6 and inside the 20, and 1 touchback. Great punter for us, man. When we need to flip the field, he does a great job. Shout out to Rico, man. Big year return. 78 kickoff returns for 1,804 yards. I want to see him break one. He's got the speed to break one. We just got to make sure we set up those blocks. His longest this year was 48. And then we had Ryan Switzer returning punts, 30 returns for 210 yards. What a difference a year makes, man. We have the number 1 ranked offense in this league with just under 7,600 yards. That's insane. The passing game, I think we finished probably in the top 10. No, I'm sorry. We finished in the top 3 in the passing. The Falcons and the Saints are just ahead of us, both of which are in our division. We had the number 1 running game by far, by almost 800 yards. We probably put up the most points too. Yeah, we put up 36 points a game. Passing touchdowns, we finished 4th. Rushing touchdowns, I guarantee you, we finished 1st. Probably had the most first downs. Yep. Just a great offense, man. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, not so much. Bottom 3 in total yards allowed. 6,219 total yards allowed. 4,805 passing yards. The worst pass defense in the NFL. Then on the rushing side, though, we have the best rush defense. We gave up 491 points. That's the most points allowed in the NFL. 43 sacks, top 5 in sacks. Forced fumbles, we only had 3. Interceptions, we're not even near the top. It's just interesting to see like the dynamic of like a big offense putting up crazy numbers. Our defense shutting down the run, but giving up huge chunks of yards to the passing game. That's what I'm saying. We might have to make a play for a big corner, a shutdown corner going into next season. I don't know if J.C. Jackson is that guy for us. Let's take a look at the yearly awards, and the NFL MVP is going to go to Christian McCaffrey. Again, big year through the offense, man. Over 2,000 yards rushing, almost 1,000 yards receiving. I hands down, I believe he's the best player in the NFL right now. Coach of the year, our guy, Matt Rule. In his second year, he changed this team around completely. I believe we went like 4-12 last year and then flip it to go 12-4 this year. Just a great year for our Panthers. Disappointing ending, but a great year still. To the conference awards, CMC is your offensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year, shocker here, Aaron Donald, still a 99 overall. Offensive rookie of the year, I knew it was going to come down to these two. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields finished 1-2 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think the only reason they gave it to Trevor is because he beat our Panthers this season. But I don't think the Giants even made the playoffs. But you can expect these two to be going back and forth with each other for the next few years, man. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jalen Twyman from the Bucks. Our guy should be up here. Yep, Kane Stearns is 7th on this list. Best quarterback goes to Drew Brees, followed by Matt Ryan. Then you've got Justin Fields in at 3. Number 6, Trevor Lawrence. Best running back, obviously, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, we couldn't get my other guy up here? Come on. Best wide receiver goes to DJ Moore ahead of Julio, Mike Thomas, Justin Jefferson. And then there's Philip Dorsett. He's 5th on the list. Best offensive lineman, Zach Martin. He's a 99 overall. Then you've got Stanley. He comes in 2nd for us. Defensive line, Aaron Donald's 1st, DeMarcus Lawrence, Fletcher Cox, Twyman, and then Kawan Short. Best linebacker goes to Roquan Smith, followed by Khalil Mack, 2 Bears. This is where I'm kind of shocked. Best kicker goes to Jason Sanders from the Bucks. Our guy, Joey Sly, finished 7th. So that 67-yard field goal doesn't mean anything. Haters. So that does it for all the awards. Let's take a look at the Pro Bowl selections, man. I know we've got a few guys up here. Leading the way is Justin Fields. He's going to be the NFC starting quarterback. Then Christian McCaffrey gets the nod at running back. Wide receiver, there's DJ Moore and Philip Dorsett. That's awesome to see. Offensive line, Ronnie Stanley. Matt Paradis. Wow. He gets a Pro Bowl nod. On the defensive side of the ball, Kawan Short, D tackle. And that's probably it, huh? Yep. Oh, and then Ryan Switzer is a punt returner for the NFC. So we've got a few guys, man. After going 12-4, number 1 seed in the NFC, I was expecting us, especially on offense, to have a lot of guys. It sucks. I'd rather be playing in the Super Bowl than playing in the Pro Bowl. But next year, revenge tour. Got some upgrades here. DJ Moore is up first. We're going to keep going on that route running, man. He's a 95 overall now. He gets +1s to catching, deep route, release, short route, and a +2 to medium route. Just getting better and better every year, man. And he's a superstar X Factor. Let's go. And then CMC, he's almost maxed out. That's insane. Got to go power back. That bumps him up to an 85 overall as a power back. +1 to stiff arm and +3 to trucking. So like I said, man, we've got some decisions to make this offseason. Matt Paradis is going to be a free agent. The Pro Bowl center. He'll be 33 this offseason. And I'm not sure he's going to be worth bringing back. The stats, the traits are nice. I'm worried about that regression. As soon as regression hits, all the stuff is going to go down. We do have a center in the draft that we're looking at that I think that could come in and start day 1. But if this guy's regression, if Paradis' regression doesn't hit him too hard, he's eligible to come back, man. 85 run block, 83 pass block. He did a great job for us this year. Another guy we got to keep a close eye on is Devin McCourty. He'll be 36 going into his 13th year. 90 speed. The zone coverage is great. The pursuit, tackle, man coverage, all great. But again, at 36, how bad is this regression going to be for him? Again, I would love to bring him back if it doesn't hit him too hard. But I'm expecting his speed to go down. I'm expecting his acceleration to go down. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Robbie Anderson was a huge deal this offseason, and I just don't see how we can pay him. He did a great job for us. You know what I mean? He did what he was supposed to do. He caught the ball. He was fast. It's just going to be hard to let him go. I didn't realize his catching was that good. Route running is good too. But he wants like $60 million, but we still got to re-sign DJ Moore next season. Here's another older guy, Kawan Short. He'll be 34 this offseason. And again, he's our hole plugger up the middle. Great strength, block shed, power move, tackling ability. I would love to bring him back. He's one of those guys I want to bring back, but I'm just concerned for this regression. Same for Philip Dorsett, man. He's going to be 30. He wants a big contract. 94 speed. The catching is there. The route running's there. The acceleration is there. He was exposing secondaries this year, man. And for him to be only ranked as the 71st wide receiver in the league, that's crazy. The numbers he put up this year, I don't know. Levi Wallace is going to be gone this year. Assembly will be gone. And that's it, man. That's it. This free agent class, it could be something major. I'm interested to see. There's a lot of teams that have a lot of cap problems, like the Ravens. Again, the Ravens are going to lose a lot of players just because they're not going to be able to re-sign them. They have no money. The Washington football team, the Saints, which is good for us because I don't need them to get any better. The Texans, they're going to lose a lot of players this year. And one guy that I really want to keep a close eye on is Justin Reed. If Justin Reed becomes a free agent, we might have to swoop in. We might have to swoop in and pick him up. I like him a lot. So let's take a look at this draft board, man. Like I said, we have some guys that we really are looking at that could be impact players for us in next season. Starting off is Javier Lopez, the center from Texas, 6'4", 319. He's got A- pass block, A- pass block power, A- impact block. He's projected to go mid-second round, but he has early first-round talent. Now, with Paredes getting older, Javier could step right in and start day one for this offensive line. Again, I want to see what his run block traits are, but if his top three are pass block and impact block, this kid is going to be something special. Like I said before, with McCourty getting older and being a free agent, we could slide Caden Stearns back over to free safety, his original position, and we could draft Brendan Godfrey, the strong safety out of the U, 6'4", 198. He's a run supporter, A- hit power, B+ pursuit, B+ tackling. Again, early second rounder with early first round talent. I like hard hitting safeties, guys who could lay the boom, especially on wide receivers coming across the middle. And I think Godfrey could be that guy. We are looking for wide receiver help with Robbie Anderson leaving. This is Max Pointer, a slot guy. If Dorsett decides to leave, Anderson's already leaving. Max could come in and play that slot position, man. 5'11", 178. A- spec catch, B+ deep route, and B catching. He's got a 7th round grade on him, but he's got early 3rd round talent. Then there's Ty Ellington, another slot guy, man. 5'10", 183 from Washington. He's got 3rd round projected grade with 2nd round talent, B+ spec catch, B+ deep route, and B+ catching. Here's a corner to keep your eye on. Patrick Durant, 6'3", 192 from Auburn. A man-to-man corner, B- press, B- play rec. Only thing I'm concerned about is the C+ man coverage. He's got early 4th round talent or early 4th round projection with a early 2nd round talent. This kid is interesting, man. Chris Wilkerson from Notre Dame, 6'1", 205. Projected to go late 2nd round, but has early 4th round talent. That B- man coverage and B- press is very interesting. Very interesting. He has C+ tackle. Again, we're looking for help in that secondary. Any help we can get. I love running man coverage. So any help we can get, I'm going to try to pick it up, man. Honestly, I wish we were looking for a middle linebacker this year. I think this kid's going to be something special. J.J. Couch from Kansas State. He's 6'3", 231. Projected to go mid-4th round, but has late 1st round talent. A- hit power, B+ tackle, B+ pursuit. We just picked up Devondre Campbell. We still have Shaq Thompson on the squad and Jeremy Chin. I think we're kind of stacked at linebacker. But J.J. Couch, he's going to be a player to watch. But before I was talking about Kawan Short and how he's getting older and we have concerns about his regression, I found a D tackle that I think is going to be really good down the road. This is Deron Babber from the Ohio State. 6'4", 317. He's 23 years of age, projected to be a mid-fifth rounder. But look at his talent. Mid-first round talent. A- tackle, B block shedding, and B pursuit. If he's still around later in the draft, this kid is a must get. He's going to be, I guarantee you, he has superstar depth. Here's another big D tackle, Carl Hitchens from Oregon, 6'5", 305, A- tackle, B+ pursuit, B block shedding, late 6th round projection with a late 1st round talent. This is a deep draft for defensive linemen. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we can bring Kawan back on like a 1-year deal and draft one of these 2 defensive tackles to kind of groom them, bro, we're going to be set. We found a right guard. This is Luke Copeland from Penn State, 6'3", 326, A- run block finesse, A- lead block, A- impact block. Projected to go mid-first round. Again, with Osemele leaving, we're going to have a hole to fill at left guard. Maybe we can get somebody through the draft. Here's one more corner to take a look at. Chad Woodard from Penn State, 6'3", 193. I like tall corners, man. B- man coverage, C+ play rec, C+ press, early 4th round projection with mid-second round talent. So, I mean, listen, we've got some players on this board, man, that could come in and make an immediate impact for us going into next season. There will be some trades. I will be trading away some players, looking to get some picks. As of right now, we have a 1st, a 2nd, and then we don't have anything till the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. So I would love to fill in and get a 3rd and a 4th, maybe even try to trade up to early in the 2nd round. That way we might be able to snipe Lopez and Godfrey. Let's see. Anybody from our squad gonna hang it up? Nobody from our squad has decided to retire. Let's see. Any big names on here? Sweezy, Aipati, Greg Olsen, Trent Williams. Drew Brees hangs it up. Thank God. Get him out of our division. Gaskowski's gone. Fitzpatrick's gone. Curry. Phillip Rivers. Alex Smith hangs it up. Mark Ingram is gone. Ben is gone. Wow. Deshaun Jackson's retired. Alex Mack. Geno's retired. John Gruden retired. So did Sean Payton and Bruce Arians. Yo, are you serious? He's back for another year? Bro, Tom Brady is still playing. That's so crazy. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for the season 2 recap. We got a big year coming up, man. Season 3 is going to be a game changer for us. We've got to negotiate with 19 guys, but first we got to look at regression. You will have the full off season on Wednesday. So expect that. This should be some fun, man. If you guys are excited for season 3 and what is going to happen with this team, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad. And make sure you guys check out those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And come through and join the Discord fan for exclusive content. And we'll talk from the offseason as we look to get even better and build upon a 12-4 record, man. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.